Okay, my students, the last topic for this week, you're going to need a calculator. So please use a calculator. Now, there's two parts to this. It's called percent change. But the first part is just basic calculator usage. If they give you the percent, all you're doing is multiplying the percent times the original price. So easy peasy. So you have something that's $40 and you want to mark it down by 15%. You first just multiply the number by 15 or 0.15, 15% or 0.15. So I go on my calculator, which it's hard to read, it shines. You go 40 times 0.15. To change it to a decimal, you just move it over two places. So that will give me 6. So 0.15 times 40 is 6. So since it's marked down, I subtract it from the price. So 40 minus 6 means you're going to pay $34 if you're buying something. Now, if it's a tax or markup, oops, I just knocked the calculator over, you're going to add it to the price because your tax increases the total cost. That's something as a kid I always had a hard time understanding. Why are you charging me more? But, okay, move it twice. That'd be 1, 2 is 0.06. So 80 times, using my calculator, 0.06 equals 4.8. So my overall cost, new cost, would be 80 plus 4.8, which is 84.8. So let's say someone weighed 600 pounds and they lost 45%. That means it's getting smaller. So you subtract. You lost that amount. So you just go 0.45 times the 600. So how much weight did they lose? 600 times 0.45 is 270 pounds. Wow. So you would go 600 minus 270 to find their new weight, which is 330. Wow, they should be proud of themselves. Now, let's say you want to go buy a car that's $24,000. And let's say tax is 8%. Now, in Tennessee, I believe it's 9 point something. In Michigan, I think it's 6%. So figure out what would the total cost of the car be after you include the tax and then turn me back on. Okay, so you would go 24,000 times 0.08 equals 1920. So that means the actual car cost is this plus this, or $25,920. Now in Tennessee, it's 9%. You pay that for everything, but they have a maximum. So you go buy a car, it can only, I think it's $1,500. Okay, now here's actual percent change. Percent change is change in value over the original value equals percent over 100. Percent change. So, to find out if you lost, so you're given the actual starting and ending value, that's the percent change. So, it would be change in value. So how much did they lose? Well, if their new weight is 250 pounds, they actually lost 450. Divided by the original is 700 equals x over 100. So you cross multiply 450 equals 700x. Again, use a calculator, divide by 700. So you would have 45,000 divided by 700. And I get 64.29%. I always like if you go to hundreds, 2 places past the decimal. So, wow, that's a lot of weight. They lost 64% of their body. So let's say this person, the old weight was 180. Oh, new weight's 210. They added weight. That must be a college freshman. They usually add 20 to 30 pounds the freshman year in college, if you're not careful. So it's change in value. So how much did we go? 30 pounds. Over the original, which is 180, equals x over 100. So we cross multiply. So that's 3,000 if you multiply 30 times 100 equals 180x. So divide by 180, 3,000 divided by 180 is 16.67%. So they've added about 16% of their body weight. Ooh, that's not good. So let's say we got Stafford signed to football and they were charging $200 for it. Then they, after the first game, oh, well, we had a price, but we want to knock it even lower. Even lower. So now it's only $45. So what's the change in value, or the percent change, excuse me. So it's change in value. So it went down $155 over the original 200, x over 100. So it'd be 15500 equals 200x. Just cross multiplied our proportion. So let's see, 15500 divided by 200. How much did they slash this? 77.5%. Wow. And I have a feeling over the next 2 weeks they might be slashing it more. So let's see this. LeBron signed up basketball. It was $500, but after winning the championship again, it's now up to $2,000. So what was the increase? Well, change in value, 2,000 minus 500 is 1,500. Divided by the old price, 500, equals x over 100. So it's 15000 equals 500x. I actually know the answer already. But if you put it into a calculator, you have 15000 divided by 500, and that equals 300. So they raised it 300%, which they should. So let's say you guys, first quarter, you averaged 10 minutes of studying for math a week, and you weren't happy with your score, so you changed it to 25 minutes for the second quarter. What was the percent change? So go ahead and do this on your own and turn me back on. Okay, so the change in value is 15 more minutes over the original is 10 equals x over 100. So it's 1,500 equals 10x. So we would have 150%. Wow. You really upped it up. That's a big percent, over 100% increase. I hope that helps your grade. Well, that's it for this week. Homework, of course, will be on the Schoology this afternoon. Have a good day.